We have worked very hard over the last 18 months trying to identify the key problems of the Property Tax Reform Act, and it really boils down to the way properties are being assessed in our state. In preparation for this session, we issued a survey last week. Some of the initial results that we got back, I think, are very telling of not just where real estate professionals and where our realtor members stand on the issue, but I think you'll see where the public stands on this issue. I think there is very strong support from the governor's office to the leadership of the House and Senate to address tax reform in a broad general sense, and the general public is reflective of that same opinion. Almost 60% of our residents believe that the South Carolina tax code needs to be reformed. We need to close some of the loopholes and address the real needs of our state in this challenging economy. We also asked if commercial property owners should receive property tax relief, or if those tax breaks should only benefit individuals, the owner-occupied properties. 55% of those surveys said that commercial property owners, 6% owners, should also be benefiting from the tax relief that was passed on in 2006. Only 33% felt that commercial property owners should be paying more than owner-occupied properties. Clearly, most South Carolinians feel that businesses are bearing too much of the current burden for property taxes. Next, we asked about our current property tax structure. And in a case where there are two identical homes side by side, should the owner who purchased their home more recently pay a higher property tax? One of the side effects of ATI, assessable transfer of interest, or point of sale as it's more commonly called. An overwhelming 77% of those surveyed felt that owners of similar homes should be paying the same amount in property taxes. This tells us that the residents of our state are not happy with the way properties are being assessed, whether it's owner-occupied or 6%, and that it's time for equality in our property tax structure. And the last statistic I want to share with you is that we asked residents if they would support changing our tax laws to assess all property taxes at the same time. Once again, our South Carolina citizens said we don't like the current system. 60% said that all properties should be reassessed at the same time, providing equity and fairness in the process. To us and the realtors across the state, the survey results are pretty clear. Our citizens need and want tax reform. They need it during this legislative session. Our homeowners are hurting. Our commercial businesses are hurting. The point of sale issue, the ATI issue, is having the effect of decreasing property values while at the same time creating barriers to transactions during an economic time when we should be doing everything we can to promote economic growth in our state. Foreclosure rates remain unacceptably high. Home prices have stayed stagnant or have fallen in many parts of the state. Our largest source of wealth, our real estate, our property, is being threatened, and businesses that are considering investments in our state are also unsure where we're headed. There are many commercial realtors here who can tell you about the hundreds of millions of dollars of investments that have gone out of state because of the ATI issue. Our housing markets, our economic development cannot tolerate the uncertainty that's being caused by our current tax assessment system. Our residents, our realtors, and business owners are speaking very loud, and what they're saying is that we need property tax relief this year, this session. As part of that effort, the South Carolina Realtors are launching their Get Real South Carolina campaign, focusing on property tax assessments, and we'll be launching public advocacy effort to this end as well.